Alright, so let's see. This is Thursday. Don't try and pass me on the right while I'm moving over for a truck, you jackass. CRST broke down on the side of the road. This car hauler behind me. He moved over with me. What's going on? So, I made a video when I left the house Tuesday morning, and I don't think I've uploaded one since then. I've tried to make videos several times over the last couple of days, and it just keeps getting interrupted. So, what's going on? Tuesday and Wednesday, pretty much everything was me trying to figure out how to get this load delivered in 2 drive shifts. When I did my initial trip plan Tuesday morning, it looked like it was going to take 3 drive shifts. I was like somewhere in the area of 30 minutes shy of being able to do it in 2 drive shifts. But I just ran as hard as I could, and I was going to, trip plan again on my next drive shift and see what did the times look like on the next one. So I just ran as hard as I could, and I ended up getting it there in 2 drive shifts. I had 8 minutes left on my clock whenever I got to the Loves. I didn't actually make the delivery, but I made it to the Loves in front of the Walmart. My delivery window was later that night, so I couldn't deliver as soon as I got there, and I didn't have enough time on my clock to do the delivery. I guess I technically could have done the delivery, because I could have used personal conveyance to leave the shipper after my time ran out on my clock. Anyway, sorry, there's an intersection of 3. The turnpike is merging with 75, and there's a highway. Alright, I think this lane continues, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Nobody seems to think that this lane continues. Everybody's moving over for me. until it ends, I'm not moving out of this lane. I'm going to stay in this new right-hand lane. So what's going on? That was all the drama for Tuesday and Wednesday. It was just everything was trying to get there as soon as possible, and hours of service and everything. And I ended up making it there. Made the delivery to Walmart at about I could have gotten up and started my day at 3 a.m. but my next load is picking up in Ocala at 8 a.m. 8 to noon is my appointment window. It's a live load, paper, rolls of paper. I don't know if it's big rolls or little rolls of paper, but it's rolls of paper. So I'm only about something like 90 miles away. So I didn't want to leave at 3 a.m. and get there at like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. and have to wait 2 or 3 hours for them to load me and start. I didn't want to start my 14 that early, so I waited until I think 4:30. And I got up at 4:30, did my delivery at Walmart, and then left Walmart at about 5:15, 5:20, somewhere in that area. And I'm probably about halfway to Ocala right now. I'm gonna pick up this paper load and take it to Pine Hill, Alabama. It's not scheduled to deliver until tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm gonna see if they'll take it early. I'm gonna actually be there like today at like probably around 4 o'clock this afternoon. I haven't done that level of detail on the trip plan, but it's only like 8 hours of driving time, 8 or 9 hours. I forget how many miles it that's what's going on with this load. And I plan on putting, if there's a TA anywhere near Pine Hill, Alabama, I plan on getting all these air leaks in this truck fixed on this load in Pine Hill. I don't know, I'll think about it whenever I'm getting loaded down here. I'll trip plan and figure out what I want to do. I might, if there's not a TA in Pine Hill or in the area of Pine Hill, instead of trying to deliver early, I might just stop at a TA on the way and get the air leaks fixed on the way there. There's also a minor issue with this trailer that I picked up. The license plate light works, but it's really, really dim. It's so dim that you can't actually see any light coming off of it. So I don't know if it would pass an inspection. I would kind of like to get that replaced. And that's about it. So, okay. Drama. What drama happened over the last couple of days? Well, when I got to Love's at 5 p.m. Eastern time yesterday, 4 p.m. according to my hours of service clock, which is based out of Van Buren, Arkansas, Central Time Zone, Central Daylight Time. Man, this guy is really slow passing me. I don't really like somebody being beside me like that. Lanes and all, but he's governed at almost the exact same. There's not even a mile an hour difference between the two of us. I don't like somebody driving beside me like that. He's just basically, we've got this down to a single lane. It's causing traffic congestion behind us, and I don't like driving side by side. That's why he's blocking one of my outs. He's probably just going to stay in that middle lane though. I'm down to 63 right now. I'll let this guy. Nope, he's pulling in the right-hand lane. Way too fucking close. Let's slow down even more for this dumb fuck. Oh, he thanked me. He flashed his lights at me. Thanks for, moving in like 10 feet off my fucking bumper. I appreciate it. That's a good way to say thanks, jackass. Alright. Let's get back to normal. So what all is going on? When I got to the Love's, the parking lot was already full at 5 o'clock. There's a little street that goes around the Love's, and it's only a 2-lane residential street, so 2 lanes. No shoulder, no extra space at all, just two lanes. Narrow residential lanes, that's it. And the trucks park in one of the lanes, so it's only a single lane road. Well, I drove around there to see if there were any open spots, and there were 2 spots. Well, there was a Swift truck in front of me that just pulled in. The 2 spots were back to back. He just pulled into the 2 spots and grabbed the front one. He just like nosed into it. Didn't have to back in or anything. Well, I think he did back up a little bit to straighten out the spot. And he didn't pull very far forward. He left, I don't know, probably about 30 to 40 feet of space between him and the truck in front of him. A lot of space. 2 or 3 cars could have fit between him and the truck in front of him. And that created a situation where I wasn't sure if there was enough room for the spot, in the spot behind him for somebody to back into. So what I did was I did my setup, and I started backing into the spot. And before I did I got the bypass. Before I did my back, I got back there, I got out of the truck, and I looked to see what my distance was between the back of my trailer and the truck behind me. I was checking to see if there was actually enough room to back into this spot. but I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass to get into because there was almost no room to my left because it was a skinny lane. There was almost no room to maneuver to swing out. The way station's closed. That's the reason I got the bypass. But Florida law, unmuffled engine braking prohibited. Well, mine are muffled. Good deal. So when I got out to look to see what the distance was, like I was gonna, figure out whether or not I was gonna even attempt this spot. I was gonna see how tight it was to see if I could even fit. And I got out. I'm walking down. I haven't even made it to the back of my fucking trailer yet. And the Swift driver in front of me hops out of his truck. And the flatbed driver behind me hops out of his truck. And both of them come over there and start talking to me like this is my first day at CDL school or something. And the flatbed driver had this monologue, this opening monologue where he was talking about, yeah, he's not a company driver anymore. He doesn't have to deal with that crap. And he owns his own truck now. And he's been driving for a long time. And I forgot all of the highlights of his monologue. But I had to sit there and listen to that and smile and nod my head for a couple of minutes. And then I said, I'm just checking to see what the distance was between us to see if I have enough room. And he says, I'll help you back it in. I'm like, motherfucker. So I was like, all right. So I went back up to my truck and let this guy guide me, kind of. Like, there were a couple of times that I didn't listen to what he said because he had me about to hit shit. Like, my mirror was about to hit the back of Swift's trailer on one of the things he was telling me to do. And I had to stop and just re-maneuver so I wasn't going to hit my mirror on the back of Swift's trailer. But he was sitting there telling me, he was still telling me to go in that direction and pull forward. I was like, no. So I listened to this dumbass for 5 to 10 minutes, and he ruined my setup and got my trailer moved further out into the roadway. So after about 5 to 10 minutes of listening to this idiot, he says, I'm going to go back my truck up a little bit. I was like, well, that's a great fucking idea. So when he did that, I asked Swift if the Swift driver could pull forward a few feet because the Swift driver left a huge amount of space in front of him. And that was the main reason that this thing was nearly impossible to back into. There was so little room that normally on a parallel park, you get it into the space and then you pull forward to straighten up. Well, the way this was so tight, you didn't have any pull forward room. You had to get it into the space perfectly because there was no room to pull forward or backward once you got into the space. There was like 5 feet on either end of the truck and trailer. You better hit your throttle, car. Learn to merge. You do not have the right of way. You're going to hit that damn shoulder if you don't speed up. He found his throttle. So he's out there just being as loud as he can to let everybody in the world know that he's over here doing his, he's instructing somebody on how to do their damn job because he's that awesome. He's a really loud, obnoxious person. But I was as nice as I possibly could be. And after they moved their trucks and created more space, he got out and he was trying to direct me on what to do, and I just stopped listening to him and redid my setup. And when I stopped listening to him, he started shaking his head at me like this right here, and like looking, like closing his eyes, shaking his head, looking out at the ground, doing one of those smirks like I was some kind of fucking idiot or something. And I was doing it wrong because I wasn't listening to him, and I just one-shotted it. I just backed it in and then pulled forward, straightened out, done. Like 30 seconds when I stopped listening to him after they gave me enough space to do it. And I got out of the truck, to check to see how much distance I had at each end. And what? This jackass that just fucking passed me is now going slower than me. What the fuck is this shit? Behind another truck, and his adaptive cruise control has set him at the speed of the truck in front of him, and he hasn't fucking noticed. So now he's going like 63 miles an hour. He's gonna notice that he's going 63 when I'm passing him. There's a tanker in front of him that this is the reason it's so fucking annoying. Like, one of the annoying things is, this isn't the reason. That was poor choice of words. This is one of the annoying things that happens out here on the roads. You have jackasses like this that aren't really paying attention to what the fuck they're doing, and their adaptive cruise control will just kick in behind somebody, and then they'll sit here, and now I'm going to have to deal with this dumbass trying to pass me again, because he's going to realize, oh, I passed that truck and now he's passing me. What the hell's going on? He's going to look down and go, oh shit, my adaptive cruise has me kicked in behind this guy going 63 miles an hour. Now I'm going to have to pass 2 trucks and be out here for like 10 minutes driving. Yeah, he's looking down at his speedometer right now. Fucking idiot. That irritates me that I let this dumbass pass me. Because now he's going to speed up and I'm going to have to deal with him slow passing me again. So anyway, yeah, he tried to save face because he was sitting there being a complete jackass whenever I just stopped listening to him and backed it in there, and shaking his head, being a total dick. And so when I got out of the truck to check my distances, and I was trying to be as cordial as possible, and I asked both of them. I knew both of them had plenty of space to get out, but since they moved up for me, both of them did. I asked both of them. I said, "You got enough room to get out, right? I left you enough room to get out?" And the Swift driver's like, yeah, I got enough room, I'm good. And he said, there's enough space that you left behind me that I can back up if I need to. And the other guy was like, man, if you'd have just listened to me, you'd have gotten that in there like 5-10 minutes ago. Being a real jackass, like trying to save face. He is one of those people, he got defensive and was trying to blame me for everything. What the fuck's going on? This stupid jackass. Fuck! Some moron merged on from a rest area and just forced his way in front of this truck in some piece of shit car hauling a golf cart going really slow. And the tanker just whipped over in front of me. Now all my collision avoidance is going off. I had to hit my fucking brakes. I just ran that fucking van into the damn shoulder. That van did not have the right of way. Sorry about the interruptions. I mean, this is the reason that I can't make videos when I'm driving. There's just constant stupid shit happening. It's just relentless. The dumb is strong with these people. Yeah, Kimball, the guy that just passed me, and then I passed because he wasn't paying attention to his adaptive cruise, is already setting up to pass me right now. He's passing the tanker. He's falling in behind me. He's going to do a long pass this time. I'm not slowing down for his ass this time. That just pisses me off that I let this dumbass pass me. And then he sits there and doesn't pay attention and lets his adaptive cruise slow down to like 63 miles an hour in front of me. So yeah, he's sitting there telling it, blaming me. And I said, I'm pretty sure I did everything you told me to do. Exactly what you told me to do. And he just turned and walked over to his truck without saying anything. I don't think I said it in a really mean way, but I did, like, I was getting a little annoyed by him at that point. I was really annoyed by him at that point, so I might have been a little, like, I might have said it in a, you know, kind of a jackass way. He took it that way, whether I said it that way or not, because he got in his truck and shut the fuck up. He went over there and got his dog out of his truck. He's one of those people that has, like, a full-size dog in his truck, like this huge pit bull. It's probably like a 90-pound pit bull in his truck. So he went over there and got his dog out of his truck and went and walked his dog. I don't know, maybe he was trying to intimidate me or something by getting his dog out of his truck. Maybe he's pissed off at what I said to him. I guess he has no idea how much of an asshole he is. Like, he pissed me off a lot more than I pissed him off. But he was trying to help, so, like, whether, you know, he's good or bad at backing, doesn't know what he's doing or talking about or anything, he didn't have ill intent. So I wasn't trying to be mean or rude to him. So I don't know. He was really annoying and really frustrating, and he was so loud that there were actually people that came over from the Loves and were sitting there, like, watching this backing happen. He made a huge scene. It was really fucking annoying. But yeah, that was the drama that I can remember from yesterday. That's about it. As soon as I got into the spot, I grabbed my shower bag and went and took a shower, and then just shut the blinds and hung out for the rest of the night. And that's about it. I'll probably be in Pine Hill, Alabama about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon. Maybe a little later than that, depending on when they load me. And I'll have to make the decision on how to put this thing into the shop at the TA. But I have a long time on this delivery, like an extra day on this delivery. I have like an extra 24 hours on this delivery. I'm a little pissed off about that. But, you know, I'm in my last couple of weeks of being a company driver. I'm just, like I said in my previous video, which I'm not sure if I uploaded. I've said it in videos, but like, I make so many videos that I don't upload because they get interrupted. I don't know what I've actually said in the videos. I just have like a fucking attitude right now with this whole company driver thing. I just don't give a shit anymore. Like there's so much stupid crap that happens with this. Just so much wasted time. So many bad loads that like, I don't even care that I have an extra day on this load. I'm just going to somebody in their 350Z going about 120 miles an hour. I'm just going to just gut it out for the last 2 or 3 weeks that I got. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.